Good morning, welcome back to the channel, and also happy Valentine's Day. My name is Cassandra Brand, aka Miss Alexis, and this is the purpose of your closures channel. And the purpose of this channel is to help people get closure so that they can enter to the divine purpose through transformation and transitioning as well. We have a very interesting topic this morning, and I'm so excited about sharing it because I've learned something new myself. Because I've never really been a Valentine's Day person, really not big on holidays, period. I like to show the people that I love every day, not just once a year. But our topic today, and I'm going to share this article with you, is 22 fascinating facts about the Valentine's Day history. Now, we're not going to do all 22. I'm going to share 22, but we're not going to read all the 22 because it's early a.m. in the morning, and I'm going to have to transition into Dad's caregiver in about an hour. And then you have to upload and make the thumbnail and do the description. And, this back office is a lot of work. It's a piece of work, but I enjoy it and it's worth it because I like to bring value to you as a subscriber or a listener. So please, you might, if you have a little pen and paper, you might want to jot some notes, or you might want to listen to this video maybe again, because you're going to be surprised. So let's get going here. Now, when February 14 rolls around, lovers and friends exchange letters, chocolates, jewelry, and other gifts in honor of Valentine's Day. While this popular holiday has become known for its sweet Hallmark cards and romantic dinner ideals for two, the history of Valentine's Day is actually pretty dark. If you find yourself wondering about the origins or this February holiday, and its candy-filled traditions, you'll want to check out these fascinating Valentine's Day facts, which offer a deeper look into the age-old celebration. Learn about conversations, hearts, unique traditions around the world, and the first Valentine message that was even sent or ever sent. Because, sometimes we send Valentine messages, but we're going to learn what was the actual very first Valentine message that was sent. Whether you're spending this February 14th with your sweetheart or friends, or simply using it as an excuse to eat tons of Valentine's Day chocolate, listen for some true interesting facts. Now, number one, Saint Valentine wasn't just one person. You may already know that Valentine's Day was named after its patron saint, Saint Valentine. But there's actually some confusion surrounding which Saint Valentine the holiday technically honors, according to History.com. There are at least two men named Valentine that could have expired the holiday, including one Valentine who was a priest in 3rd century Rome. As the story goes, the Valentine defied Emperor Claudius II. Okay, now I'm reading this, so y'all I'm trying to look in the camera and read because I don't want you to think I'm just reading and not paying you no attention. I like that interaction, if you know what I mean. Now, Emperor Claudius II's ban on marriage, he thought that it distracted young soldiers illegally marrying couples and the spirit of love until he was caught and sentenced to death. Now, could you imagine someone trying to keep you from marrying for love? Because they want you to sacrifice your life as a soldier? That's deception. That's a Decepticon right there. It has nothing to do with love, Valentine's Day. Another legend suggests that Valentine was killed for attempting to help Christians escape prison in Rome, and that he actually sent the first Valentine message himself while in prison, writing a letter signed from Valentine. That was one fact, and I hope you got some value out of that one. Now, number two, Valentine's Day has its roots in an ancient pagan festival. Isn't that something? Might be a little similar about Halloween too. Though some historians believe that Valentine's Day, it has something to do with the death of Saint Valentine on February 14th. Others believe that the holiday actually has its origins in a pagan fertility festival called Lupercilla. Now, doesn't that sound a little bit like Lupercon? I mean, I don't know if it's me, but when I read stuff, I don't just listen to what's being written. I'm also listening to what's not being written. Okay? Which was celebrated on February the 15th in ancient Rome, dedicated to Phanes, the Roman god of agriculture, and Roman founders Romulus and Remus. The day was celebrated by sacrificing animals and smacking women with animal hides, a practice that was believed to encourage fertility. Smacking them on their butt to try to encourage fertility so they can get pregnant. That is insane. Conception is a godly's gift. It has nothing to do with love. And Valentine's Day is all about love, right? Now, the third one, in the 1300s, it officially became a holiday associated with love. At the end of the 5th century, Roman Pope Julius, is Gelasius, officially declared the day of February 14th Valentine's Day. It wasn't until the Middle Ages, though, that the holiday became associated with love and romance, a tradition that first started from the common belief in France and England that birds stated their mating season on February 14th. Now, we just read about how they used to smack women on their behinds with animals to encourage fertility. So now in the 1300s, they come up with, it's a mating season for birds. This is some very interesting information article here. Now, y'all can Google this, and I'll leave the link to it in the description. Now, you remember Cupids? Okay. Now, I couldn't understand, this is just my personal opinion, I couldn't understand what Cupids had to do with love with an arrow going through it. Who wants an arrow in their heart? Love ain't got nothing to do with that. That sounds like a broken heart to me. Well, the Cupid, he's a charming shrub that appears on Valentine's Day cards, often with a bow and arrow. But how did Cupid become a common symbol of Valentine's Day? Well, according to time, the figure can actually be traced all the way back to 700 BC. That's before Christ. To the Greek god of love named Eros, who was actually a handsome, immortal man with intimidating power to make people fall in love. Now, when I look at the word Eros, which is E-R-O-S, there was a mega website, which was an escort website. Eros. It wasn't until the 4th century BCE that the Romans adopted Eros into the image of a cute little boy with a bow and arrow, naming him Cupid. By the turn of the 19th century, Cupid had become linked to Valentine's Day due to his love matching powers. Sound like a little bit of witchcraft there to me. Because, people have love potions. They be doing all kind of stuff. The fifth one, the first Valentine's was sent in the 15th century. The oldest record of Valentine being sent, according to History.com, was a poem written by a French medieval duke named Charles to his wife in 1415. Charles penned this sweet note to his lover while he was in prison in the Tower of London at just 21 years old. One of the lines in the poem, "I am already sick of love, my very gentle Valentine." Swoon, SWOON. This is some really surprising history, isn't it? And today we just get candies and balloons, and I'm grateful for my balloons. My daughter brought me some Valentine balloons, and my dad, I thought that was so sweet. And also I got my teddy over here with me. He's been traveling with me for probably about the last 7 years. He was given to me from a friend of mine. Now, number 6, not until 1840s did we get the first mass-produced Valentines. People started exchanging cards and handwriting letters to both lovers and friends during the 17th century. But it was in 1840s that the first Valentine's Day cards was mass-produced in the United States, sold by Esther A. Howland, known as the mother of American Valentine. Howland is credited with commercializing Valentine's Day cards in America, and she is remembered for her elaborate, crafty cards made with lace and ribbons. It's amazing, isn't it? The 7th, now we're on the 7, we have 22, so stick with me. Learn and listen and listen and learn, okay? The tradition of giving Valentine's Day flowers dates back to the 17th century. Giving red roses may be an obvious romantic gesture today, but it wasn't until late 17th century that giving flowers became a popular custom. In fact, the practice can be traced back to when King Charles II of Sweden learned the language of flowers, which pairs different flowers with specific meanings on a trip to Persia, and subsequently introduced the tradition to Europe. The act of giving flowers then became a popular trend during the Victorian era, including on Valentine's Day, with red roses symbolizing deep love. Now, with roses, yellows is friendship, red is love. I don't know if someone know what the white rose means. Please drop a comment below, because I'm learning as I go as well. And number 8, today Americans spend a lot of love. They spend a lot on love. You spend a lot on love. You're supposed to spend your life loving every day. But in this article, it says, according to the National Retail Foundation, Americans spent over $20 billion on Valentine's Day gifts in 2019. And we're expected to spend a record-breaking $27.4 billion for 2020, including $2.4 billion on candy alone. People also expect to spend an average of approximately $196 for Valentine's Day, with men spending around $291 compared to women spending $106. I guess the men be really trying to make it up on Valentine's Day, because their average spend is $291, and women usually spend $106. Well, that's like $400 that can go in the household, or maybe have a date night once a month, so you don't have to spend so much one time a year. But I understand that people, they follow traditions and they think that this is the way of showing love. But the root of it was not based on love. The root of it was based on smacking women behind, trying to get them pregnant. And I'm quite sure maybe on Valentine night, maybe they like to conceive. I don't know. But I'm just looking at the big picture. You got to read this article yourself to believe it. Now, 9, Americans send 145 million Valentine's Day cards each year. According to Hallmark, a whooping 145 million Valentine's Day cards are exchanged every February 14th. And that's not even including all those kids' Valentines exchange in the classroom. Remember, we was young and we used to get a little heart candies with the little small Valentine cards used to bring, and you switch them off. I don't know if they still do it in school now, but when I was going to school, we did. This makes Valentine's Day the second biggest holiday for exchanging greeting cards after Christmas. And how sweet teachers receive the most Valentine's Day cards annually, followed by children's mothers and wives. Needless to say, we've come a long way from 1913, which was when Hallmark cards produced their first Valentine cards. It's a big, big money day, payday, and spending day. Number 10, and they also spend millions of dollars on gifts for their pets. Now, I ain't got nothing. I love everybody. I like pets. I don't love them enough where I could raise them and live with them and share my space with them, because I've raised 4 kids and all mine are grown. I have considered getting a puppy, but I'm not lonely. I have plenty to do. Besides, I got my 85-year-old father to take care of. Maybe he would like a pet. I'll keep him company sometimes. But it's amazing. People spend, let's see. Okay. Hey, furry friends, need love too? In fact, around 27.6 million American households gave Valentine's Day presents to their pet dogs in 2020, and more than 17.1 million picked up gifts for their cats. All in all, America's households spent an estimate $751.3 million on gifts for their pets on Valentine's Day. That's a lot of money. And some people are starving. Some people are homeless. The Valentine's Day gift that people spend on the most is on jewelry. This is number 11. Candy and flowers might be some of the most common gifts for Valentine's Day, but according to the National Retail Federation, the category that we typically spend the most on for February 14th is jewelry. At a whooping $5.8 billion in 2020. The second most paid for gifts on Valentine's Day 2020 was an evening out with $4.3 billion, followed by clothing, candy, and flowers. Ooh, and they talking about that there's no money out here. There's money out here. It's a lot of money for just one Valentine's Day. I mean, it's individually, but it's collectively. But that's just also proof that the money is available. And people are celebrating a day that they really don't even have the root of the day. And it's a national holiday. And it seemed like it took forever for Martin Luther King to become a holiday. I'm just saying. Number 12, the first heart-shaped box of chocolates was introduced in 1861. You know, those big old boxes of chocolates shaped in the heart. Whoever came up with that, boy, they were very creative. And I know they're still getting paid. It was created by Richard Gadbury, son of Gadbury founder John Gadbury. I apologize. That's a C, not a G. Cadbury, C-A-D-B-U-R-Y, who started packaging chocolates in a fancy box to increase sales. Now, I said they was very creative. He introduced the first heart-shaped box of chocolates for Valentine's Day in 1861. And today, more than 36 million heart-shaped boxes of chocolates are sold each year. That's 58 million pounds of chocolate. Ooh, that's a lot of chocolate. 13, conversation hearts got their start as medical lozenges. Now, this is interesting. Weirdly enough, the story of conversation hearts. Oh, the conversation hearts, the little hearts that says, I love you. Here's a little picture of it. They say, big hugs, baby face, you know, the little, let me see if I can turn that around. Hold on a second. Remember the little hearts right there? Okay. This was started by lozenges. That's very interesting. Wow. Okay, the story of conversation hearts first began when a Boston pharmacist named Oliver Chase invented a machine that simplified the way medical lozenges used for sore throats and other illness could be made. The result was America's first candy making machine because the pharmacist soon started shifting his focus from making lozenges to candy instead. Chase founded the New England company, or the NECCO, N-E-C-C-O, and the candy lozenges soon became what we know as today NECCO wafers. I guess that's what it's called. Let me recenter us here. I done got all into it because that's so interesting, you know, it really is. And we're just coming up to where we are now. But it wasn't until 1866 that the first got sweet printed messages on conversation hearts. So it started from a pharmacist who was making lozenges, and then he turned it into candy. But then these candies, they've been out since 1866. Oh, it was his brother, Daniel Chase, who started printing sentimental messages on the hearts. These candies were bigger than the version we have today and featured much longer printed saying and phrases. Some of the first message, Mary in white, you have chosen right, and how long shall I have to wait? Please be considered. Those were some of the other messages, okay? Very interesting. I remember when I was in school, in elementary school, more than 8 billion conversation hearts are manufactured each year, 8 billion of those little candies. And NECCO has to start making them just days after February 14th to have enough time for the next Valentine Day. That's almost 100,000 pounds per day. So they have to manufacture over 100,000 pounds per day, the day right after Valentine's for the next year. Wow. Now each box has approximately 45 sayings, including true love, hug me, you rock, but you can personalize your own too. But don't worry, if you still have last year's box, they have a shelf life of 5 years. So they have a shelf life of 5 years. They also promote their candy in this article as well. Now, nearly 6 million couples get engaged on Valentine's Day. Woo woo! Wow. I mean, what better day is there for a marriage proposal than a day literally dedicated to love and romance? Valentine's Day is one of the popular days to pop the question, with as many as 6 million couples getting engaged on February 14th. And according to the results of this survey, Valentine's Day was voted the best day of the year to propose than any other day. And of those people who voted, was 40% of them were men. So ladies, don't give up. He's already thinking about proposal on Valentine's Day. Don't get your hopes up too high. Because you can get proposed any day out of the year. If he's ready, he's ready. Okay? And if you're ready, you're ready. Now, it's celebrated differently around the world. Many Latin American countries know the holiday as El Dia de los Enamorados. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not going to fake it. It's the day of lovers. Though couples exchange flowers and chocolate on this day, the holiday focus is also directed at showing gratitude to friends. In Japan, it's customary for just the woman to give confection to the men in their lives, with the quality of the chocolate indicating their true feelings according to fortune. On March 14th, exactly a month later, the men repay the favor by celebrating increasingly popular White Day. See, everybody has their own way, their own meaning of celebrating, but the root of it, God created everything and he saw that it was good. Man perverts and contaminates things and makes it evil. Sound like some restoration of love going on around here. Now, I do this, the XO, except I do OOOXXX, which is hugs and kisses. It's a symbol. They have the XO. The XO didn't always mean hugs and kisses. Wow. It is a popular signature this time of the year. The origins of the signature, however, stem from the Middle Ages. The Washington Post reported that during those times, the X symbolized the Christian's cross, and letters ended with the sign of the cross and a kiss to symbolize an oath. As a gesture became more popular in literature, letters, and paperwork, it came to mean something had been sealed with a kiss. Isn't that cute? Kids can be the real Valentine's Day winner. Valentine's Day was typically been associated with romantic love and partnership. Interesting enough, according to today's show survey, the poll of 1,500 people, only 59% of spouses planned or giving their parents a gift, while 85% of parents plan to give their children something on February 14th. I guess the children now they don't follow that tradition as much as old school does. So does that mean love is fading away? We might as well go ahead and do it. We're on 2021 and 2. And give me your thoughts on this, okay? Give me your thoughts. And I hope you have the chance, just put your earphones on and listen to it through the video. And at the end, give me some comments. You can email me. It's listed in the description below, or just drop some comments in here. Give me some thumbs up if you learned anything. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the article. Lovebirds are actually birds. Well, we heard of lovebirds, but lovebirds are usually two, right? Okay, so while the term lovebirds has become a popular figure of speech, it's also a common name for, okay, y'all, it's Agapornis. Agapornis bird. This bird is a type of parrot that is native to the continent of Africa and can be found throughout the eastern and southern regions. The animal typically travel in pairs, which is why many couples are referred to as lovebirds. 21, there's official Valentine's Day's alternative for singles, International Quick Alone Day. Is the holiday for single people on the same day. The holiday isn't an anti-Valentine's Day event, but rather a moment to celebrate self-love, a platonic relationship. International Quick Alone Day has been celebrated globally since 2003. So I guess that's gonna be my Valentine's Day, Quick Alone Day, self-love, okay? And for you too. Because people are like, I ain't got nobody to spend Valentine's with. Oh, I'm going to be with my lovebird. Well, you have a holiday too. Quick Alone Day. Okay? And number 22, William Shakespeare inspires a tradition. Writing letters to Juliet has become a Valentine's Day tradition for many and even inspired the 2010 film Letters to Juliet. Around Valentine's Day, thousands of letters are sent to Italy addressed to the Romeo and Juliet character. Juliet, these lovers' letters to Juliet are filled with emotions, passion, and in many cases, heartbreak. Volunteers called Juliet secretaries. Secretaries. Read through each letter, write response, and pick a winner. And it's translated to Dear Juliet in English. The winners get to visit Juliet home in Italy and attend a special ceremony. Wow, so what they do, the secretaries read the letters that are sent, and then the winner gets to visit Juliet's home in Italy and attend a special ceremony. I wonder what that ceremony consists of. I'm gonna have to research on that. Well, I enjoyed this video this morning. It is 6:45 here a.m. in Eastern Standard Time. So I got up real early. Now I'm gonna transform and go put my scrubs on and wake Dad up, and give him breakfast and bathe him and then dress them and get him ready to go to transportation for dialysis. And that is how I'm spending my Valentine's morning. But I don't feel alone because you're here with me in heart and you're watching my video. Please subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button and notification. Also, you can join me on other platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Reddit, okay? So check out the books. I have an ebook, 10 Wrong Reasons to Get Married. I'm not discouraging anyone. I just want you to make sure that you are clear in the commitment and why are you doing it. It's on Amazon, and also there's a link at the bottom of this in the description. Okay? Once again, thank you for spending time with me. You have a very blessed and productive day. Ciao.